Well, it's been very difficult, obviously, for me and my family, but with the Lord's help, we've made it through. You know, but it's been challenging.
Made it through. You sound convinced that we're pretty much there. Are you?
Well, yeah, as I've said all along, I'm not guilty of these charges, and so I'm confident that today the jury's going to come back and find me not guilty.
Prosecutors were pulling no punches during opening or closing arguments. They said some desperate for money. You were making bad decisions. How do you respond to something like that?
Simply, you know, the evidence doesn't support their allegations, which is what I've said, again, all along. And I think we saw that today in the closing arguments. My lawyers made it very clear to the jury that these charges they brought against me are frivolous. So
Mike said a little while ago during arguments as well, he kept using the word intent.
Well, you got to have intent to commit a crime, and clearly I didn't have the intent to commit any crime. The people know me. The people in this community know me. I would never have acted in the way that the prosecution has tried to portray me to the jury. But again, I'm feeling confident that they're going to come back today and find me not guilty.
Well, that was our very own Paul Venema's one-on-one interview with Texas State Senator Carlos Uresti outside the federal courthouse just yesterday.
The jury did not come back with a verdict yesterday, meaning we are awaiting word on that as we speak. Paul joins us now for our Wednesday court debrief. Hi, Paul.
Morning.
All right, let's start with the interview that you had with him yesterday. Were you surprised by any of his statements or answers?
No, it's probably what you would expect him to say. I'm not guilty. That's probably what we hear from most defendants going into a trial, and certainly while they're waiting for the jury's verdict. So no surprises.
Jury deliberations continue, as we said. How much longer do you think they might take? I know it's hard to predict, Paul.
Yeah. But in this case, it's going to be a while. And having said that, last week we had the missing body trial, and we thought that was going to
the Mott trial.
Going to go considerable, long time with jury deliberations, and that was back in 3 hours.
Right.
So this one, I think, though, there's so many moving parts to this. Number one, 4 weeks of testimony. That's a lot to digest. There's 2 defendants, and it's a federal case. Federal cases tend to get more complicated because, in this case in particular, there are 20 charges against these fellows. So there's a lot of things that this jury has to look at.
Well, if he should be found guilty, what is the process for sentencing? Is it the judge, the jury, and what could he face?
Yeah, in the federal system, the judge does the sentencing, does the punishment. It's not in the state district court. It's called what we call a bifurcated trial, where you have the guilt innocence phase and then the punishment phase. There's no such thing in the federal system. The federal system, you have the guilt innocence phase, and then the punishment is determined by the federal judge, and that is based on some pretty strict guidelines that the federal government has laid out as far as the value of a crime. It's worth X number of points. Whatever the crime is, and that's what the judge goes by. It's strictly by the point system.
So
by
what
the
could he get? What could be the maximum?
Well, there's so many variables, and there's so many charges. So it's difficult to say what he could get anywhere from prison time to probation. Short story.
Wow.
And that all depends on, a lot of it depends, or all depends really on the judge. And they've got this point system that they base their punishment on, but the judge has the option of departing up or down from that. He can go upward from it based on perhaps the person on trial has some other criminal offenses he either has been convicted of or not been convicted of. The judge can go up from the point, add points to it, and conversely he can go downward if there are some mitigating circumstances or something of value in the person's past that the judge finds appropriate to
Not to make it more complicated, but we're about to. The fact that there are 2 defendants, how does that affect deliberations and sentencing, Paul?
Well, that's a difficult thing because they're even though they're woven together with the Four Winds operation itself, the 2 fellows are facing different charges. So the jury is going to have to somehow separate those 2, but also combine them into the big picture, which is the operation of Four Winds. So it gets pretty complicated.
Could you find they could find one not guilty and one guilty? They
Certainly.
could do a million different things. Real quick, appeals process. If he is convicted.
If he's convicted, or even if he's not convicted, either side, the government, the prosecutors, or the attorneys for the defense, both have the option to appeal. So it could be tied up in the courts for a while. Yeah, certainly not.
All right, still waiting. The clock is ticking on those deliberations. Thank you very much, Paul.
Okay.
All right, you got to get back to the courthouse.
I got to get down there.
Okay, and make sure you have the Case Hat app so we can update you when that verdict comes in. It will be breaking news.